How's it going, everybody? Adam here. We are at the tiny 12 by 12 cabin in the woods and back at it with another video today. I posted a video I don't know, what was it? It was probably 2 weeks ago or so, and it was a short, and I'm telling you, that is almost at 1 million views. Blows my mind, and I am getting reamed out. Oh, you're a hoarder, and it's a mess, and mind you, if you see over here, yes, it is a mess, I know. So that's what this video is. Not going to be anything exciting, so, I don't know if you're probably going to stick around or not. We are getting cleaned up. It is a rainy old day over here at the cabin. So over here, the kitchen area is once again a mess. Have some stuff that needs to be tidied up around here, and in the process, let's have a little chit chat. Let's have a little storytelling. We'll give you a rundown on this rainy old cabin day. Bear with me here. I am trying out this new wireless microphone, so I'm hoping everything's all good with that. But with that being said, I'll move you all over here, and we're just going to kind of, get into it a little bit here. Have a little chill and chat and see what's happening back here at the cabin. This is literally just going to be, like I say, it's nothing exciting. It's just going to be doing stuff, daily stuff at the cabin. So I wanted to get ahead of everybody commenting in the video, oh, you're a hoarder, you're this, you're that. Mind you, it is a mess, I know it is a mess. But when you go from, living in a hobo hut or living in a car, then kind of stuff like this doesn't really bother you, I guess. And what I mean by living in a hobo hut and living in a car is when I was first building, I was living in a Nissan Altima that I had. And from there, bought the property, lived in it for the summer, was continuing to build. You can check out all of I have it all documented at the beginning of my channel. Go check out back there, do a little flippy flop, and check that stuff out. And so, when you live in stuff like that, I don't know, this don't really bother me. And not to mention that I can literally clean this up in not that long at all. So, all my goodies. So I'll just show you all what's going on here, kind of where everything goes. So my Snicker snacks and everything, they go up here. You can see my bags of chips. Now, before I go on, I actually have a plan that I will share with y'all, and I'll actually show you the blueprints as well. So over here we have the kitchen area as well. So this cabinet is it's just made out of OSB. Can't move it because that's my water for my dishes. We'll be doing those here soon. It's made out of OSB, so it's already starting to sag a little bit. You can see here, starting to sag on the top. So I'm going to build a whole new cabinet just like this one, but actually bigger. So the cabinet's going to encompass right up into where the door swings. So if I open up the door, you can see that the door pretty well just goes right to there. Shoes are in the way down there. So that's where the cabinet is going to start for the kitchen. So it's going to go up from the floor to the top 7 feet, because I have high ceilings in here. It is just shy of 9 feet with everything, top plates and all. Going to go over here. First cabinet's going to come down to this side right here. One side of the cabinet is going to open up, and that's going to be for coats, garbage storage, maybe not garbage storage, but for shoes, coats, and that such. Second part of the cabinet is going to be just like this. It's going to be 2 doors, open, going to go all the way up 7 feet, and it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to have an area here for my bread box, and then the same thing. It's going to be all solid wood as opposed to OSB. And then up top, we'll have regular kitchen cabinets up top, going all the way across, right up to where you see there. Don't mind where you see through there. That's the Tyvek. That's just a spot where I don't have any exterior insulation. It's just a couple spots still on the outside. So we will have the cabinets going all the way across, do an actual countertop. Right now, this is only 12 inches, so I'm going to bump this out to 16 inches, which will still have lots of room over here. Underneath, we'll do the underneath cabinets as well, build those all in, coming along the bottom here. Still have to figure out a cook stove. Still am contemplating moving this window. And then we'll come in under the stairs, and under the stairs will be move this stud over this way or this way. This will be my way in, and we'll have it under, maybe, I don't know, shelves or a lazy Susan under the stairs. Okay, so that's kind of what I was thinking. Sorry, squirrel. So I'm going to put you guys back up here, and we will get back at it with, come on, get up there, with getting the old kitchen area cleaned. So I did some cooking the other day, and I cooked up some tikka masala. That's what this leftover is. It's tikka masala. Absolutely delicious. It's another variation of the patak sauce, which was delicious. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with my Dr. Peppers. I lived out in British Columbia, and I worked at a hostel doing maintenance. And out in British Columbia at that hostel, all that was left at the season that I was there was Dr. Peppers. I didn't like Dr. Pepper at the time. And, well, now I love Dr. Pepper because I was pretty well forced to like it over there, because that's all they had in the vending machines. So there's a fun fact about that. And I find with Dr. Pepper, it's either you love it or you hate it. There's no really in between. But for me, it when you're forced into doing it, I guess, then I guess you just grow to like it. Same thing actually happened to me with country music. When I worked rebar, I did rebar for 10 years, and when I worked rebar for 10 years, there was a guy that worked with us, and he owned the radio, so he was in charge of the radio. So, and he was this rough and gruff old timer, good guy, definitely a great guy, but just rough and gruff, straight to the point. And so nobody messed with the radio. And if you did, we'd be sitting around lunch. Me and my buddy, we'd be like, "Oh, we gotta change the radio station," and then we take a bet on to see on how long Buddy would be for before he realized it. Usually, it would only last about a minute or two. So going on, I don't know, maybe 2 years of that, of just being forced to listen to country music on breaks, two breaks and a lunch every single day. Well, now that's all I listen to is country music. It's funny how that stuff works. Absolutely hilarious how that stuff works. So all that I'm doing right now is I'm just getting ready to do some dishes, getting stuff all organized. I gotta wash my cutting board because I beat up some chicken. I cut up some chicken the other day when I did the, what did I say? The tikka masala? I think it was tikka masala. It was either tikka masala or tandoori. So that's all that we're doing here. My oh my, was thinking the other day though, when I was doing rebar. And it just, I don't know, it just makes me think and makes you just appreciate how far you come in journeys, right? Because I don't know, if you're anything like me, you just want to go, right? And I don't know, it's just a lot of the times you don't really look backwards in the journey on how far you've come in the whole process. And the same is with this cabin as well, actually. Like I was thinking, I was at the start of the property the other day doing some work in the garden, and I was just thinking when I busted in the driveway for the first time, and just look at how far it's come since then. Mind you, it's been 4 years and 2 homesteads, but it is just crazy to see the difference. For instance, I'll bring you guys over, and we'll take a look at the front window here. But for instance, oh, I gotta turn down the visibility here. Sorry, y'all. So over here at the front window this is the main path that I have now. But for instance, I don't know if you remember, but when we first started building it, You can see the path meandering down, and then there's the roof of the chicken coop right there, right at the tip of my finger. And that was the original path that we started when first building. So now it's all the way over here, and look at how well defined this trail and path is compared to the original. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Fire's going in here. Beautiful, beautiful. Wood stove fan's going great. I had some people ask if you're interested in getting the wood stove fan. I think they are great. So I'll leave the link in the description and link in the top pinned comment for the wood stove fan, because definitely worth it. And I believe actually it comes with one of these thermometers as well. Thermometers is what I'm saying, because you definitely need to have one of these when you're operating wood stove to regulate the temperature, so you don't, you definitely don't want to get her in the red. So link will be in the top pinned comments and the description. We're going to get back to it. We're getting there. Getting the kitchen all cleaned up and back in order. So, I'm not called a pig and all of that. Not that it bothers me, because it definitely doesn't bother me. I like to live life and such. All right. Lots of good stuff over here. Somebody was saying that with this is my cook pan here. Obviously, it's one of these, I think it's faux copper. You can't use that with this one here, and I completely hear you. I hear you and understand and actually agree with you, because I can't stand them myself. But unfortunately, we'll come down here, and here's the state of my cast iron. When I was moving, got just decimated. So future video, we'll have to get redoing the cast iron, because I miss actually cooking with my cast iron. And I have a lot of cast iron, so I definitely agree with the comments with them saying, hey, you gotta cook on the cast iron. I miss cooking on the cast iron. So that'll be coming up here soon. Not too bad for dishes, though. Not too bad. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know, since I have this new mic here. I just reviewed a bit of the footage. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to go with it. I apologize. It's the first video trying it. Still, like I said, it's not to the best of quality. It was only $20, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I had somebody ask the other day. I'm like, what am I doing? I had somebody ask the other day, where do I get my water from? The plan for the future is I have gutters, and I'd like to actually do a rain collection system, but not quite there yet right now. So in town, there's an actual free water faucet that I use. So I fill up these jugs right here. They're 4-liter jugs. Fill those up, and that's what I use for water. Usually use that for cooking water, cleaning water, and water for the chickens. And then I get a more specific water for drinking water. So I'm just getting ready to do the dishes. I get my big pot here. Get my big pot, and I'll put that on the stove over here. Get that all situated. Boom. Get my water. I usually do 4 liters at a time. I got a somewhat big batch of dishes, I guess. So I might do another 4 liters after this. We'll see how it goes. They're not too caked on with stuff. So, but yeah, this is the process I have to go through to get my dishes done. So I'll get the water boiling, and then I have my actual dish pan here that will set up right there. Get that situated. Set that up there. Then I will set my dishcloth, get that set up. Bingo, bango, bongo, get that done. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So while that water boils, I just wanted to show y'all this awesome, awesome hoodie that my mom gave me. Psalm 91, God is my refuge and my shield. Under his wings I will find shelter. Such a great hoodie, such a great psalm. If you're interested, link will be in the description. Take your rate there. If you want to give this for a gift coming up for Christmas or anything like that, pinned comment and link in the description. But we'll bring these upstairs. Got to clean up down here as well. Not looking too bad though. Absolutely loving the coach. That coach is such a great addition. Railings coming up here very soon. Been putting together some ideas. Speaking of that, I'll show you the blueprints for the cabinets I was telling you about. But here we are, a little bit darker upstairs. See if I can brighten it up a bit. And here's the new bedroom. There's my nice quilt that my aunt made me. Absolutely beautiful. I asked her to incorporate the bright colors because I love all the bright colors and warm colors down when I was living in Mexico. Have the chair from downstairs upstairs. Love it, love it. This is something, I found this actually on the side of the road in the garbage one year, and it looked absolutely nothing like that. It's when I had a warehouse actually. I refurbished it. I had a woodworking business. I was building furniture. I picked this up on the side of the road, and look at this. This is the beautiful patina that I found under a dark brown paint that they paint it with. So I got the patina nice, painted it all black, but it has been through the ringer and moving, so it needs another redo, but super happy with that. Absolutely great. So there's upstairs. There's another awesome sweater my gram knitted. So we'll head back downstairs. Don't worry, I know. Railings are going to be coming here soon. That's going to be another vidya. And then everything you see here on the walls, everything has a story to tell. A lot of it's from my gram. A lot of it I have found. Stuff over here. So everything, literally everything has a story that's on these walls. Still more to go here. And in this case over here. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. Trinkets and knickknacks and goodies and all of that good stuff. So let's check this water. Check this water. Check this water. Oh yeah, she still needs worming. Still needs worming up. Warming up. So the bathhouse is coming along great. Loving it, loving it. There's the overview of the place. And I'll just show you a little bit bright. There we go. Just check this out too. This is absolutely wonderful. Oh, yes, look at that. Oh, wonderful. Had a little nap here last night. Absolutely great. It's nice with this window. I can open up that window, get a nice cross breeze. Super comfy. Way better compared to than just having the chair here, I tell you what. Ooh, as we see there, the fire is just roasting right along. How's this going? Another little bit more for that water. And we are slowly getting there, cooking with grease, baby. Cooking with grease. Whew. Yeah, that fire's going nice today. So I gotta ask, where are y'all watching from in this world? I have some people in recent videos commenting from places that I wouldn't even, I think there was from, what was it, Uzbekistan, that I think a gentleman was wanting to start a homestead in Uzbekistan. So that just is crazy, blows my mind. So I'm just wondering, where do y'all hail from? What part of the world do y'all reside in? Because, yeah, I was getting viewers from parts of the world where I didn't even think that videos would be circulated, and I know that's crazy to say because it's YouTube and it goes worldwide. But yeah, Uzbekistan, I seen that and kind of piqued my curiosity a little bit more for that. Water's actually no, we're good. Use some dish soap. My problem is I always put too much dish soap in. So, just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that's hot on one side. Oh my. Old school dishes. Oh man, that's hot. On that handle. So there we go. There we go. Gotta laugh. My mom says she's done. Because I gotta throw this over to discard the old water, right? So she says, at my great grandmother's house, this is how they used to do the dishes, and she's thrown many pails of water over the side of the deck. So I'm keeping the family tradition alive. So like I say, y'all, like I say, we are, this is not going to be an exciting video. Just going to be literally regular old household stuff, just cleaning up here on a rainy day at the cabin. The last, I'm going to say, probably 2 to 3 days have just been, the wind. That's the thing, the wind has been just crazy. And then add the rain on top of it, and it's not a good time working outside. Do a little soak, let those soak, kind of get organized, what I want to get done. A little bit more of an in-depth process doing dishes here, just because, don't have a regular sink, don't have running water, all the conveniences of because that's what they are. It's really just a convenience. It's not a necessity. Running water, that's debatable. That might be a necessity. And if not running water, you definitely need water somewhere on the property. But everything else is just, it's just convenience. This is just more in-depth. You're more, everything that you do off-grid, everything that you do at the homestead, it's just until you set up with the right systems and the right processes in order, to get stuff done, dishes, laundry, stuff of that nature. It's just a more in-depth connected process is what it is. So what that means is it just takes a little bit more time, right? Whereas you're in a regular house, or if I was in a regular house doing this, what do? You just literally walk over to the sink, flip your little switch there, flip your lever to turn on your hot and your cold water, put your stopper in your sink, fill your water up, put your soap in, and you have a dish or a sink full of hot water, hot dishy soap water, literally like what, a minute, 2 minutes? Whereas me, I gotta get my jugs of water, I gotta get my things situated here, I have to get my big pot, dump my water in my pot, get my stove going, get the water heated up. The water in itself gets heated up in, what did that take? 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, right? So it's just a longer, more in-depth, connected variation of just regular stuff. Just regular stuff. And that's why I've been kind of putting out some videos recently, like that one where I was saying I almost got 1 million viewers. It's always interesting to see people's reactions, and more so specifically to give people maybe to think, right? To think outside the box. Maybe they've never thought, oh, well, could I live in a 12 by 12 space? I've never really thought about it before, right? So it could be opening up the door to potential, to somebody else realizing like less is more, right? Like, and I truly believe that less is more. When I did traveling, I some of the craziest spots. I remember traveling to a spot. It was in Tulum, and you see Tulum in Mexico, and it's supposed to be one of these, touristy spots, and the rich people go there. And yes, that's the case. But I definitely didn't travel like I was rich. I was a backpacker, just hitchhiking around, traveling around. So I was staying at a hostel, and literally right down the road from the hostel is like these shanties, tar paper huts, and pretty well the next door neighbor, of the hostel that I was staying at. It was a dope house, and so like you just see some of these places in the world. I'm not saying a dope house is right, but I'm just giving it context, right? Tar paper shacks. Same with when I was living in Indonesia, right? Like they have very big families over there, family oriented, and some of the people and families, you got 10, 12 people, 6 people, 8 people, whatever it is, right? To a family, and you're going down the back alleys in Indonesia. I lived in Bali, and you just see it's literally that's all it is. It's just this. It's not 2 stories. It's just 1 story. It's just a cement building, cinder block building, because they don't have winter, and just a metal roof on it, and it's just the floor, and that's all that it is. They put a cot or a blanket on the ground to sleep. They have a cook stove or like a wok, maybe a gas burner or a cinder block fire stove where you can put wood in, and that's how they cook. And these people are some of the happiest people that I've seen in my life. And you go to Bali, and this is also in part because of their beliefs. But you go to Bali, the crime rate is almost non-existent, and you're wondering why, because these people, compared to Western society and Western civilization, these people are living in, like, as some people said in comments, like squalor. Like, I'm living nowhere near squalor. And they are just some of the happiest people in the world. Like, they got nothing. And if you ask them for something, they will still give it to you. They will go out of their way and help you. It's crazy. It's the same dynamic in Mexico. Very old school, traditional, family focused, respect the elders, faith based, and it's a shame that we're not there as a civilization where we could even just appreciate everybody, and like I said in my live, build everybody up and help everybody and respect and understand that we're all going through something, and it's just crazy. But I mean, that's the paradigm too of the enemy, the devil. The devil. This is the realm of the devil. This is the playground of the devil. This is the devil's playground, right? And he's given free reign over it. So that's why we got to be cognizant of our minds and our spirits, because he's as the Bible says, he's going about like a prowling lion, right? So if you don't have the discernment to see, it's going to make it that much more difficult to understand, not only to see, but to understand what's happening where we're at, right? As a civilization, as a society, as a whole, under the whole scope of the whole world, right? So it goes back with just simple living, being connected, being more connected and mindful with what you do. And I'm going to say that's another thing that I am still struggling with in my own journey, is slowing down, because we have been almost programmed from a young age, from birth. Look at that! I should have waited to wash that pan last. That dirtied up my water. But we have been programmed since birth to just quote unquote chase the dream, right? To just we got to go to school, we got to fall in line at school, recite everything perfectly, and get good grades, and go to college, and then from college we got to go work, and then work until we're 65, and then we're old enough to get a minuscule pension, and from there we maybe have a couple of years, if you don't drop dead, because you've literally worked yourself into such an unhealthy situation. That's no way to live, and the enemy just has everybody just so suckered in. Not calling everybody suckers, because I'm still into this paradigm as well, but to think that things of this world is what we should be chasing is so far from the truth. Just but a grain of sand on the beach, just but a drop of water in the ocean. This life is, right? So, and that's why the less is more, because you actually have time to think. You actually have time to focus. You actually have time to take a breath. Whereas I'm not saying you can't chase the rat race. You can definitely chase the rat race, but you got to do it the right way. You got to do it the right way, and it has to be fueled by the right source. So that's my thoughts on it. I told you, didn't I tell you we're going to be having a little conversation? That's if you're still here. I don't know. You know, it's crazy. I watch some videos on YouTube, and it's like an hour-long video of just something so simple, and it's just like I just spent an hour of my life watching that. So this this may be one of those videos. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's interesting. Interesting. First and foremost, though, I just want to say I appreciate y'all spending some time out of your day, if it's a second, minute, 20 minutes, whatever it is, to see what's happening here at the channel, to check out what's going on. Muchly appreciated. And like I say, if you just want to go give that extra little bit of support, it would mean the world to me. It's free, and all you got to do is just hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit that share button, leave a comment. Those are three simple, super easy ways to help me grow, help the channel grow. And like I say, too, the other thing I've been trying to get into is Amazon affiliate marketing. Absolutely. If you need something from Amazon and you're going to buy it anyway, that's why I posted the Christmas gift video. If you're going to buy one of those gifts anyway, you could help the channel just by clicking that link, and I get a couple cents for the commission. It would just be muchly appreciated. You don't have to. It's, we're just chatting. We just chatting, y'all. We homies. Isn't that what we say? Isn't that what the youngins, because I'm not part of the youngins, homies? Or is that even part of the lingo anymore? Homie. So, yeah, I don't know. Isn't it funny, though, where my brain rambles off to? I gotta go dump this outside. Because that's what did I make the other day? Oh, yeah, that chicken the other day. All right. Yeah, I made that chicken dinner, which was absolutely scrumptious. Scrumptious. Okay, I need a new thing of water. All right, so we got some water on, boiling up, and I'm just going to get prepared for that. That way we can just jump right into it. Gonna dump that water, and I'll show y'all what I was talking about with the blueprints. Oh, hopefully that just stays there. With the blueprints about what am I trying to say here? Oh yeah, for the cabinet. The kitchen cabinet is what I'm trying to say. English, Adam, English. Some days it's a little easier said than done. Okay, so that's done. Set that down there for now. And let's show you all what I'm talking about here. Where's my booklet? That's a good question. That is a good question. I got it here somewhere, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me here. Oh my! Isn't that funny? It's a tiny space, and I can't even see my book. How does that make any sense? Did I put it up here? No, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Is it right here? No. How does that make any sense, y'all? Oh, I know where it is. It's under the couch. Look at that. My oh my. Have you ever had that? You're just walking around somewhere, and all of a sudden, so you're looking for the remote, and the remote's in your hand. All right, sorry, I'm just opening up my book here. So this is literally my goodie book. Oh, so I'm going to try and find what I have here. I got scripts and seminars. Okay, here we are. So here we go. So there's the blueprint for what the cabinets are going to be on one side. Remember how I was saying this is the pantry where the bread box is going to be? Don't mind that. That's where the door is going to open. But there we go. So those are kind of impromptu blueprints. That's going to look super great over against this back wall. Awesome. Going to be great. change the look of it completely. All right, next order of business is got to get situated and get these plates put back where they're supposed to go. I have some salve right here that's good to go that needs to be infused, banana bread, some tea, but here's where my plates go right here. I still have to get situated. These are all the herbs that I've grown, all kinds of, right here is some oregano. Oh, that smells so good. So good. Can't wait till the grow season already. Woo! Hallelujah. Put this bad boy right up here, I believe. Love it. How's this doing? Water still needs a bit more. Cooking with grease, cooking with grease. We are cooking with grease. Next batch of water's all good. Finish up that. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Finish that up. Make this place looking, not that I'm going to have any guests, looking a little more presentable. Oh man, I'm spilling everywhere. Spilling everywhere. Spilly talker. Beautiful. Beautiful. Might be a little too hot, actually. Little too warm, little too warm. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, rain is still happening here. The pallet wood build coming along great. Like I said earlier, the rain has just been raining. It was rainy for the Remembrance Day ceremony at the beginning of the week. Still raining now. I have my Tyvek and tar paper all good to go. Just a couple more boards ready for the roof to get that good to go. So that'll be coming up here. I have a list in my book that you just seen there of videos coming up here. So what to look out for some of the bigger videos popping up is, like I mentioned, is going to be the kitchen redo. That's going to be a big video. Another big video that's going to be coming up is the finishing of the pallet wood bathhouse build. Third video idea that is another coming up is the railings. Everybody in that videos, oh, you got to get some railings up. I hear ya. It's not on the top of my priorities, and it probably should be a bit higher up there. I mean, I get it. I don't want to fall down there either. So that's another video coming up here. I have an idea for using. I think I'm going to go that way, is using branches and just kind of either fold one single branch up or connect a series of them, only about this high. And then I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with the upper section, just because I don't want it to get in the way for making the turn going up. So the things you got to think in mind when you do a tiny build. With that being said, I feel like I've said that a couple times. With that being said, that may be the phrase of the video. Now that I've built a couple of them, I would do the stairs a bit differently, actually. Let me just take a little break here and I'll explain it a bit, just in case, you're building yourself or, So we have these stairs here. I had everything planned out and the loft situated already with the hole where it was. So I kind of had to think, and I knew the stove was going there, so everything was kind of already situated. So I had to think outside the box on how I'm going to get my stairs, because I didn't want a ladder. Now, what I could have done if I did a little bit more pre-planning was, as opposed to the stairs like this, is I would have changed the opening, of the loft. And I would have had the opening like you see here. I would have ran it the opposite way. So the opening would have been over on this side. Now, what that would have allowed me to do was, like you see in old school houses, how you come right in the door and they have the staircase right in going up from there. So that's what I would have done differently, is I would have left the swing for the door just like it is right here. And then where these cabinets are, it would have been stairs. The first run of the stairs would have went there. When it went up, 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 and then it would have connected onto the landing up there as well. And then that way, it would keep everything kind of a little bit more open. Whereas I have this half partition to give myself a little bit of a landing for the first set and for the second to run off of. So that's why I did it that way. And I would do it differently if I were to do it again. Because I don't know if you remember it, in the second build that I did, it was 16 by 12. And the way that I ran the stairs was it's separated. It was a bigger kitchen. It was 4 more feet on that side. And I ran the stairs up all the way up one single run from there, kind of where these would be, except I built a run right there and did the top different as well. So just food for thought when you're doing this yourself and you're designing your own cabin is where the stairs are going to go, if you're going to have a stove, where you're going to place everything to try to utilize things the best. Not to say that I don't like it this way, because I definitely do, but, you know, hindsight being 2020, I probably would have did it differently, just like I had just mentioned with you there, with the stairs being tucked away to one side. I think it would have made things a little bit easier. But, you know, c'est la vie. If I were to build again, I might do that way. And there's a lot of things you got to take into consideration as well. You got to take into consideration how you're going to do your roof, if you're doing a second level, how tall your second level is going to be. And that's another thing that I wish I would have changed a little bit, is the second level half loft, or the second level loft has half walls for it. So as opposed to 8-foot full walls, I have 4-foot walls. Now, what I wish I would have done differently is I wish I would have bumped that up even by a foot, made that 5-foot walls. Even better, it would have been 6, and that would have actually been better as well, because if I were to still do the double pitch, raising up your half walls, the pitch on your roof is going to be less, because that's a pretty steep pitch when I get up there working on it, which I don't like. Another thing that, if I were to do that, I do like the double pitch. I have an 8-foot ridge post that it's off of, so my 8-foot ridge post coming down into 4-foot half walls. I would have liked to do a shed-style roof. One single slope makes life so much easier in building and laying the roof, where you don't have to deal with multiple angles with your double pitch and all of that. But like I say, this was literally the first big build that I've ever actually did. So I learned a lot. Still more to learn. And what I would have liked to have done better, I actually incorporated it into the second homestead build that I did. So onwards and upwards from there, right? You know, if I do a third one, then obviously it's going to be better than these two. So that's the good thing about doing. You're always learning. And I learn better by doing. So that's how I learn. Maybe you're similar. How do you learn? Let me know in the comments below. Are you are you a book learner? Are you hands-on? I am definitely hands-on, and I learn better when for better or for worse, I tend to just usually jump right in head first with ideas. And when I just feel motivated for something, I am just usually just going all in. Whether or not that's for the better or for the worse, it is yet to be seen. Some for the better, some for the worse, that's for sure. I gotta be switching this out. I'm only using this steel wool just to get the hard scrubbies off of there, and I'll use my other one for getting the other stuff off. All right, that's pretty well the last of the dishes, and a little bit of cutlery, and we'll see what the difference is when it's all taken care of. Cooking with grease, we are cooking with grease. Cooking with grease. This is my cooking with grease song. Dishes are done. Yeehaw! Can't say I'm living in squalor anymore. Ha ha! They might have heard me say it. No fools, no fun. My buddy I used to work with would say that. Say no fools, no fun, Adam. I'm like, yeah, I'm a pretty big fool, so I tend to have, a little bit of fun at least. So there we go, boom, boom, boom. Let's get this, the inaugural water fling. Dun, 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 dun. This is for you, Mom. Dun, 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 dun. Ah! The inaugural water fling swing thing. All right. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Going to be some nice when I can get the, what am I trying to say? The shelves under the stairs. Words, Adam. English. Words. And I tell you, this right here, old school. Might have seen your grandmother have these TV trays kicking around, because that's where I got this from. Absolutely love it. I don't even know how old it is. It's probably older than me. Okay, so check it out, y'all. We'll give you the rundown of what everything's looking like when it's clean. So over here, not too bad, pretty clean looking. Look at that. Kitchen, minus, the chicken feed, can't leave that outside, bird feed and all that. That's just unorganization. It's organized to the best of the abilities. Clean, look at that. Clean. This isn't dope. This is herbs drying, not dope. I had somebody say it was dope. It's not. Look at this. Not too shabby. Pretty clean over here as well. Loving it. Got to stoke the fire, as you see over here. Let me just turn this down a little bit so you can look outside. Just a dreary old rainy day today. So that's why we did all these Homestead mini cap and tiny house chores. I told you it wasn't going to be very exciting. I wasn't lying. So muchly appreciate y'all taking the time out of your day to check along, stick along. Let's see what's happening here at the 12 by 12 tiny cabin. Really hoping that everything with this microphone is good with it when I review the video. Lots of videos planned, lots of stuff coming up. Man, oh man, we are just cooking with grease, moving right along. You got any dreams, stuff that keeps you up at night, those thoughts, that hamster gets on the wheel, then definitely go pursue it. Check out all of my other social media. You can either find me at Maple Monkey Media or Maple Monkey Homestead, Instagram, Facebook. Definitely, check it out. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. All kinds of things coming along. It helps me in growing the channel and engaging with the algorithm. God bless y'all, and we will see y'all back here for another episode back here at Maple Monkey Homestead. Adam signing off here at the tiny cabin. Woo, woo, woo. Keep that stick on the ice. There is no failure. You just gotta what? You just gotta keep on trucking forward. Keep on trucking forward, y'all. God bless.